Will everyone please rise? Scouts, please present the colors. William Schneider will lead us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance and the Scout Oath. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gary Bernklow, and I would like to welcome you to this very special Eagle Court of Honor for Trevor Sears. There are a number of special guests here with us this afternoon, and I'd like to take a couple of moments just to introduce them. As I call your name, if you could please just rise briefly so we all know who you are. Eric, April, Andrew, and Colin, Trevor's parents and siblings. Welcome. Trevor's grandparents, Jim and Lorraine Sears, and John and Mary Kelly. Welcome. Troop 1B Scoutmaster and Assistant Scoutmaster, Mr. John Paul Benoit, and myself, Gary Bernklow. Nice. Welcome. Troop 1G Scoutmaster, Miss C.C. Braun. I will be representing the Troop 1 Stow alumni as the CEO. No need to applause. You already did it once. From the Massachusetts House of Representatives, the Honorable Kate Hogan. Welcome, Kate. Representing the Stow Select Board, Megan Birch McMichael. And representing the sponsoring organization for Trevor's Eagle Project, Stephanie Lynch. From the Stow Conservation Trust, I should have said. I would now like to ask Sheila Bauer to deliver the invocation. Will everyone please rise?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for including me in this special occasion. So let us pray. God, our most perfect Father, in recognizing Trevor today, we also honor you, for you are the source of his talents, gifts, and inspiration, as all that is best and beautiful in creation and in life. As the eagle extends its wings to trust the power and the strength of the wind to empower it on its journey, may we also open our minds, hearts, and lives to the power and strength of the breath of the Holy Spirit to lift us up. And, like the eagle, guide us in all we do. We ask your blessings on Trevor, his parents, brothers, and family, on the scouts, leaders, friends, and all who are assembled here. We pray, Lord, that you would bless this celebration as we rejoice with Trevor. May this ceremony inspire us to serve each other and to encourage others to follow the eagle path. We pray all of this through the powerful name of Jesus. Amen.
You may now be seated. To put the Eagle rank in perspective, let me give you some background information. This is from the National Eagle Scout Association. The Eagle Scout Award, it's Scouting's highest rank and among its most familiar icons. Men and women who have earned it count it among their most treasured possessions. Those who missed it by a whisker remember exactly which requirement they didn't complete. Americans from all walks of life know that being an Eagle Scout is a great honor, even if they don't know just what that badge means. The award is more than a badge. It's a state of being. You are an Eagle Scout. It's never were. You may have received the badge as a youth, but you earn it every day as an adult. In the words of the Eagle Scout Promise, you do your best each day to make your training an example, your rank and your influence count strongly for better scouting and for better citizenship in your troop, in your community, and in your contact with other people. And to this you pledge your sacred honor. In Scouting, the Eagle stands for strength of character and for knowledge of all phases of Scouting. The Eagle represents an understanding of the community and nation and a deep respect for both. The Eagle is a symbol of what a young man or woman has done as well as what that young man or woman will do and will be when they grow to adulthood. It represents many years of dedicated effort. and the successful completion of a long process that started when the young person became a scout. From 1912 to 2024, more than 2.75 million scouts have earned the Eagle rank. This is out of roughly 45 million young men and women involved with scouting over that same period. The Eagle Scout rank is earned by only about 5% of scouts each year. Troop 1 Stow has a much higher than average rate of Eagles, closer to 10%. Trevor represents the 98th scout to achieve the rank of Eagle as a member of Troop 1 since our founding in 1912, first organized by the Reverend Claude Culkins of the Union Evangelical Church. Our original charter document for Troop 1 Stow includes the signatures of President Woodrow Wilson, William Howard Taft, and Theodore Roosevelt. Colin and Cam, would you please come forward for the candle lighting ceremony?
When the Eagle Scout badge was designed in 1912, it was decided that a small silver eagle would be suspended from a tricolor ribbon of red, white, and blue. So it remains today. The color red represents the lifeblood of brave men ready to die or worthily live for this, our country. The color white represents purity, cleanliness of purpose, thought, word, and deed. Finally, the color blue represents faith and loyalty, like the eternal blue of the star-filled heavens.
At this time, I would like to introduce John Paul Benoit, Scoutmaster of Troop 1 Stow, who will officially open this Eagle Court of Honor.
Good afternoon, honored guests, ladies, gentlemen, and scouts. It is my pleasure to be here for this Eagle Court of Honor. Today, we have the honor and pleasure of recognizing Trevor for the award of Eagle Scout. Trevor's parents and scout leaders have labored and developed him towards responsible citizenship through the scouting program. Their efforts now accumulate in a presentation of the Eagle Award. The success of these efforts, however, will be manifested in a way this new Eagle Scout sets a social pattern for the lives that he touches. By the authority invested me by the National Court of Honor of Scouting, I do hereby declare this Eagle Court of Honor now open. At this time, I would ask Brad Wheeler, Advancement Chairman at Troop 1, to introduce the rank presentation.
I'd like to take a few minutes to describe the path that Trevor followed on his way to earning the Eagle rank. The pathway to Eagle can be likened to a steep trail leading up 3 progressively higher peaks, the highest being that of the Eagle Scout. Officially, the trail starts with the Scout rank, continues through tenderfoot, second, and first class ranks, and then the climb really begins. The path is marked with merit badges, leadership responsibilities, service projects, and the practice of scouting skills and ideals. The first peak reached is that of Star Scout, the second is Life Scout, and finally, the Eagle Scout. I'd like to describe specifically what Trevor did to complete his Eagle Scout rank. He was active in the troop for at least 6 months after earning the rank of Life Scout. He earned a minimum of 21 merit badges. He served at least 6 months in the troop leadership position as the senior patrol leader in 2024. He planned, developed, and gave leadership to others in an approved Eagle Service project. His project was to hike conservation trails in Stow, overseen by the Stow Conservation Commission, with the purpose of collecting information about them. He put together a page on the town website titled Overview of Stow Conservation Land Trails for residents and visitors to see. To complete his project, he organized group hikes of each of the 10 conservation lands. Overall, he collected information surrounding the distance, elevation gain, difficulty, trail characteristics, and directions. To complete his project, Trevor showed the ability to plan a project and lead others in carrying it out. He had to obtain several necessary town approvals and reviews prior to beginning his project and worked closely with the Stow Conservation Commission. Trevor then participated in a Scoutmasters Conference, and he was reviewed by a board which included representatives of the Mayflower Council as well as Troop 1 Stow.
The Scout movement constitutes one of the most responsible and wholesome developments of our time. Trevor, you will be asked to assume a solemn obligation to do your duty to God, to your country, and to your fellow citizens. Will Scoutmaster John Paul Benoit please take his place in front of the candidate? At this time, I would like to ask the Scoutmaster to administer the Eagle Charge and oath.
Scouts in the audience, to come forward and stand behind Trevor as a sign of brotherhood. Trevor, I have the honor to charge you to enter the Eagle Scout Brotherhood. By pledging of this Eagle Scout oath before your fellow members, you will become a member of this brotherhood. Though the words you use will be similar to those which you joined scouting, today they will mean more than they ever could have meant in the past. When you pledge yourself on your sacred word of honor, you will be sealing your eternal loyalty to the code of the Eagle Scout with the words which close the Declaration of Independence. Will the audience please rise? Trevor, Scout sign, and repeat after me, please. I, Trevor, reaffirm my allegiance to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
I, Trevor, reaffirm my allegiance to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself
I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself
the obligations and responsibilities of the rank of Eagle Scout.
the obligations and responsibilities of the rank of Eagle Scout.
On my honor, I will do my best
On my honor, I will do my best
to make my training and examples,
to make my training and my examples,
my rank and my influence,
my rank and my influence,
to strongly count for better scouting
to strongly count for better scouting
and for better citizenship in my troop, in my community,
and for better citizenship in my troop and in my community
and in my contacts with other people.
and in my contacts with other people.
To this, I pledge my sacred honor.
To this, I pledge my sacred honor.
Thank you, fellow Eagle Scouts. You may be seated. Audience, you may be seated. Will the honor guard please bring forward the candidates' parents, April and Eric Sears.
Here we go again.
Colin, just wait until it's your turn. By the authority invested me by the Mayflower Council and National Code of Honor of Scouting America, it is my pleasure to pronounce you an Eagle Scout. The Boy Scouts of America is proud to award the rank of Eagle Scout to Trevor Benjamin Sears, Troop 1, Stow, Mass. In recognition of your successful completion of all requirements for the Scouts' highest rank, dated January 20th, 2025, signed by the National Chair, President and CEO, past President Biden, and National Commissioner. Congratulations. Thank you. Your responsibility goes beyond your fellow Scouts. I charge you to undertake your citizenship with a solemn dedication. Be a leader, but lead only towards the best. Live up to every task and every office you hold to the highest level of service, and you will leave behind you a record of which every Scout will be proud of. To the mother belongs the honor of pinning on the chest the badge of the Eagle Scout.
Nowhere to go.
Yep. Trevor, in recognition of the encouragement given to you by your parents, I would like to ask you to present your mother a token of your appreciation, the miniature eagle pin. There you go. April and Eric, you may be seated. Thank you.
Thank you, John Paul. It's now the part of the program where you can have a seat over there. No, actually, sorry. I jumped the gun. We would like to hear from our distinguished guests, right? I would like to invite the Honorable Kate Hogan to come forward and read her commendation. Sorry. We'll get to it.
He's stepping up. Good afternoon, everyone. It's not raining. We're grateful. I would like to always congratulate the troop. Troop 1, amazing. It goes back so far. I always feel like I'm part of history when we add another scout to the list. And to Trevor and his family and to the troop, you really do great work. You continue to do great work. You continue to produce so many Eagle Scouts. It's truly amazing. I tried to make all of them because I think of the amount of work that's put into each and every badge, and each and every time you're able to announce a new Eagle. There's been a lot of work done, and I appreciate it. And all of it towards civic engagement, leadership, solving problems. It's something to be celebrated, and I am very humbly delighted to be here for it. And I am here with the resolution from the House of Representatives. This is actually passed during a full formal session in the House of Representatives. And there are a lot of whereas, which I won't include, but there is a whereas that mentions Trevor Sears as a member of Troop 1 and his leadership in creating a master list of Stow conservation land hiking trails that include that which was mentioned before. And you will be honored and celebrated today at the Eagle Court. And you, Trevor, are an exemplary that has reflected great credit upon yourself, your family, and Troop 1 and Scouting America, as well as your community and the Commonwealth. And this has been resolved and passed and will be kept at the House of Representatives. So congratulations, Trevor Sears, on achieving the rank of Eagle Scout, Scouting America.
Thank you, Representative Hogan. I'd now like to invite Ms. Megan Birch McMichael from the Stow Select Board to read her commendation.
I always hate following Representative Hogan because we are just reading the letter at the Stow Select Board meeting. But I am so thrilled to be here to present a certificate and a letter that I will now read. So dear Trevor, the Select Board of the Town of Stow congratulates you on achieving the rank of Eagle Scout, the highest rank in Scouting America. As an exemplary scout who has performed a number of services for his community, the board would like to acknowledge your accomplishments and express its best wishes for your continued success and involvement with the community. Achieving Eagle Scout status is an accomplishment of which you can be extremely proud, and the board is confident that your experience as a scout will serve you well in your future endeavors. And then I will be presenting you with a certificate of achievement that we did vote on at our meeting, presented to Trevor Sears in recognition of your achievement of attaining the rank of Eagle Scout. Congratulations, Trevor, on achieving your goal. We are proud to have you as a member of our community and appreciate the service project that you completed, collecting data on conservation trails available for public use in Stow. Using a GPS app for collection of data, you organized hikes for other scouts and volunteers to collect information on trail materials, distance, elevation, and overall difficulty, and then summarized it and compiled an organized spreadsheet to make the information available to the public on the Conservation Commission website. We wish you the best of luck in the future. Signed, the Stow Select Board.
Thank you, Mrs. Birch McMichael. We'd now like to invite Mrs. Stephanie Lynch to read her recommendation.
Hi, everyone. My name is Stephanie Lynch, and I'm a member of the Conservation Commission here in Stow, and I'm truly honored to be joining you all to celebrate Trevor's remarkable achievement today. For his Eagle Scout project, Trevor showed tremendous leadership and collaboration by organizing group hikes, you've heard about it a little bit today, and working together with volunteers to collect detailed information about the conservation trails in Stow. He took all that data, like the trail distance, the elevation, the features, and thoughtfully created a comprehensive, user-friendly guide now available on the town's website. Stow has never had an overview like this before. We have a lot of trails, but we've never had an overview. And so it's really filled a need that the town had in our community had. And it's gonna make it so much easier for people to engage in a way that suits their situation and their mood. On a personal note, I'm a mom of 2, and I really wish that it existed when my kids were younger, because I had a lot of complaining when I would take them out because I didn't choose the right trail. So moms everywhere and dads everywhere, thank you. Anyway, so on behalf of the Stow Conservation Commission, I want to express how impressed we have been with your professionalism and your dedication throughout the process. Your work really reflects leadership, foresight, commitment, and the final project will really serve Stow residents and visitors for years to come. So congratulations on achieving your rank of Eagle Scout. It's a high honor that's well deserved, and thank you for including us on your journey and for your lasting contribution to the town.
Thank you. Would C.C. Braun, Troop 1G Scoutmaster, please come forward to present the flag of the United States to Trevor on behalf of the Troop 1 Committee?
As we honor our newest Eagle Scout, it is fitting to reflect on the powerful symbolism of the United States flag. The U.S. flag is not merely a piece of cloth, it is a beacon of hope, unity, and freedom. It represents the sacrifices made by countless people who have fought and continue to fight for the principles of liberty and justice for all. It reminds us that despite our differences, we are one nation, indivisible, committed to upholding the principles of equality, freedom, and opportunity for all. But perhaps most importantly, the U.S. flag serves as a reminder of the responsibilities that come with the privileges of citizenship. It calls upon us to honor the sacrifices of those who have come before us by upholding the values of democracy, justice, and service to others. Just as the U.S. flag inspires us to strive for excellence as a beacon of hope in our communities, so too does the Eagle Scout serve as an inspiration to us all. May the achievement of obtaining this rank of Eagle Scout remind us of the importance of living lives of purpose and service, and to always endeavor to uphold the ideals that we hold so dear in our communities, nation, world, and society. Congratulations, Trevor. Your journey has been remarkable and your future is bright. As you soar to new heights, may the symbolism of the U.S. flag continue to guide and inspire you in all your endeavors. We present you the flag of the nation, which was flown over our nation's capital at the White House at the request of our U.S. Congressional Representative Lori Trahan. Here's your flag. I'm going to shake it. I'm doing it right. And then this like says where it is. And then I'll take it off.
And then we'll take it back. Thank you, CC. Now, please have a seat. I will say, again, I've done a lot of these slideshows. They get harder and harder every time because we have a lot of pictures now that when I was younger, a little while ago, before we had digital cameras and cameras on our phones, we maybe had 20 pictures of a single scout over the course of 8 years. Now we get hundreds. So I had to whittle them down. I apologize if you really wanted to see one and I left it out, but there's like 50 of you and your brothers. I'm sorry. They'll have their time. Andrew already had his time. Colin will have his time. It's yours. So I've whittled them down quite a bit. And I have to say also that there are a serious dearth of embarrassing photos of you. There are very few, very, very few. So I don't know who the guy is holding him, but that's Trevor. I can tell by the hair. I always like to start these slideshows off with family pictures. Before we delve into your scouting career. So I hope to God that was out of the hose and not you learning, as all kids do eventually, in the snow, but okay. Look like an Ernie guy. Aw. There we go. Daredevil. Reckless. Ooh. Nice apron. Never saw that on campouts. Little League. Uniform looks a little large. It's okay, you'll grow into it. This is the Flume up in New Hampshire? Yeah. That's what it looked like to me. I got a couple of them. I picked a few of them out. I was able to pick out the location. No idea where this is, but it's a good picture. Ah, oh, okay. I thought it was somewhere more exotic than that. Ladies and gentlemen, Bolton. Nice. Ah. It was difficult finding pictures of just you as a kid. Like I said, there's a few, but not that many. This a real plane? Nice. And I thought that was a Pinewood Derby car, but I don't. It is?
Yeah.
What's it supposed to be?
A crocodile.
Okay. Makes sense. Difficulty eating a donut. We've known that for years. Taken hostage, forced to eat a donut on a string. You attempting to imitate JP. Some kind of scientific experiment going on here, am I right? Oh, was it? I should have put it in the scout section of photos then. My mistake. Fenway, of course. And let's learn a little bit about Trevor. We learned that Trevor's favorite color is blue. That he's a star because he's smart. He's athletic. And he enjoys helping people. That right? And he's in no way got a big head about it. These are great. These are great to have. Don't know where that is, but that owl's pretty cool. Yeah, Drumlin Farm. Musician, you left musician off that list. You should have. Oh. We're back at that one now. That's the most embarrassing photo we have of you. I'm serious. So it's going to be disappointing. It's going to be a disappointing slideshow, I hate to tell you. More. Great looking family, though. Guess who's in this one? I wish I had had these pictures for Robert Siegel Court, because there's a lot of great ones for Robert in here. You were in the same Cub Den, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And is that a churro? That's awesome. Disney World? Yeah. There you go. I think there were like 4 churro pictures, by the way. I had to whittle those out. They're repetitive. Guess who's in this picture? Robert. There's the athletic part of your self-description. Try to make it so it looked like you were pitching to yourself, but. Little Shohei Ohtani. And is that Sebastian? It's the only reason I put this one in there. Susan's here, and the cat looks really happy. What do you, I mean, you're reading like the 2004 World Series book to the cat. Cat is thrilled. And you collect baseball cards. Still do? Talk to me after. I got some you might want. That's got to be front yard? Yep. What a nut. Again, you could have made this much more embarrassing. You should have made this much more embarrassing. I know. Is this a Jolly Rancher factory? What? Hershey? Okay. That's Trevor on the left, by the way. Baseball card collection with the Pedroia bobblehead. Nice. Disney World. It's the Buzz Lightyear ride, right? Yep. And a family trip to Cooperstown. Because we have some scout photos from Cooperstown also. Remarkably. Roller coaster. Disney World again, I'm guessing. Or somewhere down there. And don't know what that is. Oh, it's a Lego set. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Okay. I just thought you were playing with dollhouses. Okay, well, you know, we don't judge. More family. But we are going to get to your scouting career in just a moment here. To the extended family Christmas photos. And who is that? Okay. Oh, hi. Nice to meet you. A lot of pictures of you in here, too. I think. Quite a few. I put this in here because I was like, he's getting another award, right? But if you look carefully, there's nothing in your hands. I don't think there's anything there. I think they're faking it. There's nothing there. And is that Thomas over here? Yeah, another one of our Eagle Scouts. We show up everywhere. More family. And Len and I, right? Yeah. I'm good. Big Ben didn't fool me. That's a great shot. Did you time it just so Big Ben would be in the background? Or did you that was just randomly luck? Great picture. Yep. That's a pretty big pine cone. It's a great picture. And when I first saw this, I think I'm wrong, but I think the boat's name is Little Fool. I think it's Little Foot. Yeah, but it looks like Little Fool, which would have been great. I was going to blow it up right next to your head. But then I did that and it said Little Foot. I can't do that now because he does not have little feet. Now, one of the things that I have to do when I'm pulling out pictures for these slideshows is taking the ones, because there's so many of them, I got to whittle them down because we don't want to be here 9 hours, right? And I thought, if there's a common theme, I can put a bunch on one slide, and it'd be great. His common theme was awards. And it turns out I could pull out about 140 slides of just him and his awards. And they're not all in this montage, but ladies and gentlemen, there were a lot of them. Quite a few. Congratulations on all of them. I mean, going all the way back to Student of the Month, like when he was 7 or something, whatever.
I was in like 8th grade.
Yeah, okay, well, You were 7 then, so. I was told there would be no math. But now we can look at your Cub Scout career, right? And again, Robert. So every time Robert comes on the screen, we all have to go, Robert. All right, that's requirement, right? So it's Trevor and Robert once again. Robert. That was at the fire department, by the way. Here's another award, by the way. And Robert. Right. This is at the town hall. Town building, I should say. Learning how to do real estate taxes, I think. It was something like that. Earning the stepping up to yellow, whatever that means. I'm not familiar with the Cub Scout program. Wolf, okay. From Bobcat? Tiger. Oh, okay. Hey, I spend all my time with the kids 11 and up. I'm telling you, since we didn't get to roast Robert well enough when he was a Cub Scout, when he was a scout and getting his eagle. So we're going to get him on these ones. Here's Robert again. I swear Trevor's in each one of these. That's Eric Peterson. Eric used to be our troop committee chair for a long time, probably when this was going on. I'm not sure he volunteered for that duty, but. That's great. More awards. For the alligator, for the Pinewood Derby car. It won at the Pinewood Derby, action photo. More awards. And Robert. More awards. And more awards. We get it. We get it, Trevor. All right, enough. Man. This is at the North Bridge. This was a Cub Scout trip, right? Cub Scout field trip. That's pretty great that you went there. Robert. Fantastic. Oh, that's a good one. More awards. More trophies, more awards. And Colin looks stunned. No doubt with JP somewhere in the background here. And Robert. Wait. Duncan? Oh, Ben. Okay. Sorry, I thought I missed someone else. In the ambulance. Probably not the last time you'll see that. More awards, more trophies, and Robert. That's a good one. This is the hallway from The Shining, right? No? April, you were a den mother as well, right? For a long time, right? Thank you for your service. Oh, Terry was also. Oh, thank you for your service. It is. It's like battle. It's pretty much a veteran. There were more Robert. Oh, there we go. There's Robert. And this was your crossover ceremony, right? From Webelos and the Scouts. These are great. If you're not familiar with the ceremony, they have an archer come in and fire an arrow with the Scout's name on it that they then get to take with them and put all their Cub Scout memorabilia on. It's not true they have to catch the arrow out of the air. That's a myth. It's an urban legend. And look at that, meeting the big guy for the first time. Well, not the first time, you knew him before from Andrew, but how wonderful is that? We're going to take a little quick look at your Neshoba career. Most of the awards showed up on the other photo, so it's more action photos like this. Indoor track and outdoor track both, or just track, indoor track and cross country?
That was cross country and then men's track. I
Yeah.
don't know where the other one is. We didn't
But
hang
you
up-
did both. You did both, right? Indoor and outdoor track? Yeah.
They didn't hang up the indoor track.
Oh, man. Could have had another slide. Yeah, I can tell both of the, neither one is indoor on this one. But you had a lot of pictures of you running. I had to whittle them down a little bit. Nothing but the best ones. I like the big head. I wish you'd brought that today. That would have been great. And who is this gentleman over here? Is, oh, you here? No? I see. More awards. Nice. Look at me. Look how great I am. Oh, that's why your head's so large, Trevor. You need to grow. You need to get taller. I hope you did. Yeah, still need to get taller.
She's wearing heels.
Yeah, you should have wore lifts. I mean, more awards. Outstanding performance preliminary SAT. National Merit Scholar Qualifying Test. There you go. Colin, we're going to reuse some of these. Just so you know. You need to work on your fake smile. Junior prom or senior banquet?
Junior prom.
They still do a senior banquet?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a heck of a limo.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Good times.
Yeah. You don't look anywhere near as short in this one, so. Yep. No awards in this picture. But a good crew, it looks like, anyway, right? Oop. I didn't even notice Connor was in there. You go.
How do you feel about that, Connor?
Speech. Connor, come up here and give us a speech. No, I'm just kidding. Full team. That's a great picture. That's a really good one. Very much appreciated.
Yeah, that is Dimitri.
Dimitri, a scout for a little while? Oh. Okay. And the gentleman in the middle is your coach?
Yes.
What's his name?
Coach Beckwood.
Okay. Wasn't Ben Langelo a track coach there?
He's the girls' coach.
Oh, does girls see. Ben's an Eagle Scout from Troop 1 Stow. Yep. I was like, that doesn't look like Ben, or he got really, really old. Not compared to me, I mean. Another great picture. Following senior day or something. Yeah, senior. Rerun. Seen that one before. Oh, I'm going backwards, I'm sorry. Wrong button. I'm old, all right? Leave me alone. Technology scares me. And graduation. You did manage to graduate, which is quite an achievement. You did get taller, I think. Well, we'll do some comparisons later. And off to BC in the fall, correct? I debated taking this out of there, honestly. I'm a BU guy. I can't fault you. It's an okay school, whatever. A lot of times when our scouts go and get to BC and they have a BC photo, I'll just take the logo and change it to the BU logo and not tell them. Robert! We're into your actual Boy Scout career with Troop 1 Stow now, and I put this on there because I think it's one of your earlier trips. This is Cooperstown. This is one of your first trips, I believe, if not the first. Yep, I believe it was. And it was a really good camp out. Yeah, see, that does say Baseball Hall of Fame up there. This is, yes. A scout always remembers his first experience with Spam. Yeah, and this is yours. Yeah. They always. Yeah, they always learn how to cook Spam, and they always remember it. That's that's you right there in the front, getting a little prep work before we head into Cooperstown. One of your first years at camp. This is Camp Resolute, back when they actually had a program, which is fantastic. And Robert's in there again. Should be a lot of you guys in there if you're looking. Thomas is in there. Is Max in there? Yeah. There's a bunch of you in there. That was a while ago. They haven't run a camp session since 2022, so we know it was a while ago. Robert. In front of the old troop trailer, which experienced a malfunction on one of our recent outings. Needed to be retired. You guys should go out and reenact that with a new troop trailer, because we got a brand new one now. It's fantastic. Guess what year this was? Might have been 2020, 21, something in there. Getting some kind of an award from Brad. I think that's you. It's close enough. It's the same hair. This is actually Veterans Day breakfast, which you helped out on several occasions. You're not helping here, of course. You're walking away when they need your help, but whatever. You were there. It's the thought that counts. Exactly. And you hear you're about to sing a song, I think. It's more that you on the end. Next to Will, I mean. Not the very end, because it's unmistakable who has the hat on, so. There you go. Looking good when you got your SPL. SPL stands for Senior Patrol Leader. It's so our unit is a boy-led unit. I'm sorry. I can't say that anymore. It's a scout-led unit. I'm getting used to it, all right? Give me a break. What that means is the scouts plan the program, they run the program, so they have a senior patrol leader who's in charge of everything. And both Andrew was a senior patrol leader as well, and Trevor took over as senior patrol leader in 2024 and spent a year as senior patrol leader. You think it's a fantastic job when you're trying to get it, but once you get it, you realize it's a lot of responsibility and a lot of work, and it's really the person that we hold accountable for the troop's behavior and how things are going. So congratulations on becoming a senior patrol leader and doing a good job of it. It's not an easy thing to do. Baseball Hall of Fame, that same visit. Ted and Babe. One of the parades, Memorial Day. Ronan, nice sash. I don't think that was necessary, but there you go. Yeah, Bobby's not here, right? Oh, Bobby looks thrilled to be there. He's the one in the back. Yeah, whatever. I am very happy that you showed up to so many Veterans Day breakfasts, and the whole family actually has been very supportive of the Veterans Day things that we do. And just to let you know,
I'm gonna leave.
no, this will be fine.
Thank you for your service and dedication to
no.
our country.
Thank you for helping keep our country safe.
We appreciate everything you do.
Do I need to rewind that? Did nobody hear that? Do I need to? Did you hear it? Should I turn the volume up? Yeah. All right, hold on a second. See if I can turn the volume up.
Thank you for your service and dedication to our country.
Thank you for helping keep our country safe.
We appreciate everything you do.
That's great. Why are you making fun of them for that? One of the other things you've been very active with is helping other scouts get their eagle. I don't remember which one this is. This is Matt Irvin's. Okay. I have a couple of photos from Matt Irvin's on here. It didn't look the same as the other pictures I had. That's why I was questioning it. But Trevor's always been very active in helping out other scouts earn their eagle. As we've noted, an eagle project requires you to lead a project, lead a group of people to perform a service of some kind. So our scouts are always looking for help to do this. So in addition to doing his own project, he helped out quite often with other projects. You look like you're scared of that nail, Andrew. And guess what year this was? Yeah. I can't stand these pictures from the COVID time because I can't tell what scout is behind the mask. So unless I can nail it down, this is, and whose project was this? Andrew's. You're not in any of these pictures, sorry. I did, yeah, I did. But only because Robert's in this one. So this is refurbishing a pavilion gazebo at Hale School that Andrew did for his eagle. Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. Another Memorial Day parade. Dig me. Guess who's Eagle Court of Honor? So we saw, it's great because they came up in the same den, they were in scouts together. Trevor was the senior patrol leader for Robert's Eagle Court of Honor, so that was great. So Trevor came up and did the Pledge of Allegiance and the opening and the congratulations. It's a fantastic thing to see. So I had to throw this one there at the end, right? There you go. And Trevor was one of the recipients of the Troop 1 Stow Alumni Scholarship this past June, 3 weeks ago, along with Sophia Schneider and Robert Emkin. So the three of them earned a scholarship from the Troop 1 Stow alumni. This was John Wood, our CFO, presenting Sophia and Trevor their awards at the Neshoba Awards Night. So congratulations for that. Yet another award. And as we noted, Trevor's project was mapping trails and taking GPS coordinates and publishing all that stuff in a spreadsheet, making it really easy. Most of the pictures we have of Trevor's project are just trails. So they're kind of, there's nothing there. There's a couple with people in them, and there's some signs. But we don't have a ton of action photos. Each one of the kiosks in town, many of these kiosks are Eagle Scout projects, and they all have updated signs and GPS information on there. It's one of the few action photos we have. Plus, it's almost July 4th. I was digging the shirt, so. Yep, this is, I'm guessing that's Robert off the side of that leash there, by the way. one of the trails. We do have pictures of the crew that helped out, several of the crews that helped out, so good on them. Hey, Robert, there you go. And Jill? And Connor again. And we'll end off with probably the best picture I think we have of you with your sign up. Almost 90 degrees. It looks pretty good. Congratulations again on well-deserved Eagle Scout recognition. That's it. I would like to ask Scoutmasters John Paul Benoit and C.C. Braun to step up to come forward to make the Scoutmasters presentation. As we've talked about here ad nauseum, becoming an Eagle Scout is not an achievement that you let go. It's a lifetime thing. And so our tradition is we'd like to explain what that kind of means, right? Come on up here, Trevor. Stand up. No sitting. An old man traveling a long highway came at the evening cold and gray to a chasm vast and deep and wide. The old man crossed in the twilight dim. The sullen stream held no fears for him. But he turned when safe on the other side and built a bridge to span the tide. Old man, cried a fellow pilgrim near, you're wasting your time in building here. Your journey will end with the closing day. You never again will pass this way. You've crossed the chasm deep and wide. Why build you this bridge at even tide? The builder lifted his old gray head. You would think, good friend, in the path I have come, he said. There followeth after me today a youth whose feet must pass this way. This stream, which has been as naught to me, to that fair-haired youth may a pitfall be. They too must cross in the twilight dim. Good friend, I am building this bridge for them. This award is presented in memory of Donald Benoit, the originator of the Eagle Knife tradition in Troop 1 Stow, and an exceptional bridge builder. Troop 1 Stow hereby presents to Trevor Sears the Bridge Builder Knife as recognition for achieving the rank of Eagle Scout. It represents the sharp intelligence, pointed determination, and strength of character necessary to attain the Eagle rank, and symbolizes the lifelong bond between Scoutmaster and Scout. Presented on this, the 29th of June, 2025. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, JP and CC. Now Trevor would like to say a few words at this time. Keep it brief. You know, we don't want these things to go too long, all right?
Don't worry. All right, so first off, I'd like to thank all of you for coming here today. I appreciate all the support. And first, I would just like to go through and thank some of the people who have made such a big impact on me throughout my scouting career. I would like to thank my parents for their continuous support and encouragement along the way. Thank you for the countless reminders that I had to submit everything by my 18th birthday. I truly had no idea until the 50th time. I would also like to thank my mother, Mr. Emkin and Mrs. Costas, for being my den leaders and helping through with everything through Cub Scouts. I'd also like to thank JP and Gary for making my time in Troop 1 the best experience. Thank you to all the older Scouts who served as role models for me in the troop, including my brother Andrew Sears, among others, and those who I can also call very good friends, including Robert, Thomas, and Sophia. As for my project, I'd like to thank everybody who helped me out, including my parents, Andrew, Colin, Gabe, Robert, Nico, Bobby, Connor, Jill, and Mr. Dish. I will now share with you all a moment that stands out to me from back all the way at my crossover from Cub Scouts to Troop 1. At my crossover, then Pack 39 Cub Master, Mr. Chris Hayes, asked me after the ceremony if I would become an Eagle Scout one day. I looked him straight in the eye and said yes, which is the most unreasonably confident thing I have ever said. At that moment, I didn't have any idea that there were countless requirements, community service hours, and campouts that would stand between where I was then and where I stand before you today. But along my journey, especially when I lacked motivation to complete remote merit badges during COVID, or when I was being politely reprimanded by people for leaving things until the last minute, I always thought back to that moment. Even if things weren't going according to plan, I always had a chance to prove 11-year-old me correct and fulfill the promise that I had made because I wanted to sound cool. I think this is a lesson just as important as all the Scout skills I learned and characteristics I've developed by living in accordance with the Scout Oath and Scout Law. Every day, I have the opportunity to prove my past self right, whether it be from years ago or myself from yesterday, and work towards and complete all of my goals. Overall, I cannot express how grateful I am for the experiences I've had in the troop and for the people, many of you are here today, that have made an unforgettable impact on me. Since my crossover, I have become more confident and assertive, and from camping to completing my Eagle project, I have done so many things I never would have imagined doing in the first place. This could not have been done without all the support I've been provided with, and I now, thanks to all of you, have the ability to confidently take on my future as an Eagle Scout. Thank you.
Before we go, just want to say something really quick. The Eagle Scout rank is it's unusual in that it doesn't take a special person to get an Eagle, to be an Eagle, right? It doesn't. You don't have to be a special person. You don't have to have you don't have to be really fast at track to win a medal. You don't have to be super intelligent at math to do that stuff. Anyone can become an Eagle Scout. When you become an Eagle Scout, that's when it makes you special. Okay, you're special because you're an Eagle Scout, not in order to get it. So anyone that doesn't have their Eagle yet, remember that. It's not a special person to do it, it's just hard work, okay? Would everyone please rise? As an appropriate closing to this Eagle Court of Honor, I would ask Trevor to lead us in reaffirming the Scout Law.
Scout sign. Scout law. A
Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. This Eagle Court of Honor is now concluded. Will you please join us for some refreshments in the back of the hall? And thank you all for attending and participating and sharing in this joyous and solemn occasion. Congratulations.